Pleasant morning po sa ating lahat. To start the previous conference for today, uh, September 28, 2023, we may request all to stand to have the short prayer to be led by Sir Clyde.
Father God, we thank you once again, O Lord, for this beautiful day that you have given unto us. Thank you, Lord, for having the privilege of working in our department. Thank you also, Lord, for this time that we can have our private conference for 5 panels. I pray, Father God, that you will guide us, help us, and give us grace, O Lord, as we're going to tackle this procurement. May you bless us and us. Thank you for the presence of this one, O Lord. For this is in Christ's name.
To proceed with the previous conference for today, we may request Ma'am Margie to have the roll call of attendance.
Good morning. Roll call of attendance for today's Preventive Conference, September 28, 2023. Presently with us are Vice BAC Chairman, Engineer Rodencio F. Palay Jr., BAC members, Engineer Clyde M. Stelia, Engineer Evelyn G. Saan, Engineer Maria Lucia N. Lunes, Head BAC Secretariat, Engineer Leoncio S. Obed Jr., BAC TWG, Engineer Roland Abigo, Engineer Tom Sibayan, BAC Secretariat, Engineer Floribet Ann Sapiato Garcia, Margie A. Every yours truly, Engineer Andrade, Engineer Aniceto Andrade III, Raven Marquez, Camille Nana, representative from PDS, Engineer Carlo R. Valdez, Engineer Jason Ebrio, Engineer Mary Blaze E. Galang, Engineer Karina Funesto. Here. Sir, we have a problem. We have no representative from the NGO and the COA and no representative from the contractor. Sir, we have a problem.
Good morning to everyone and welcome to our Preventive Conference. Today we have 5 contracts to be presented by the engineers of the planning and design section. And it will be identified by the chief of the back.
Thank you, sir. Welcome again for this scheduled previous conference. We have 5 infra projects that were scheduled for this previous conference. They are 24 AE 0001, 24 AE 0002, 24 AE 0019, 24 AE 0020, and 24 AE 0035. This previous conference shall be held at least 12 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids, but not earlier than 7 calendar days from the previous posting of the invitation to bid or bidding document. This previous conference shall discuss, clarify, and explain the different aspects of the project of the procuring entity with the prospective bidders, the eligibility requirements, technical and financial components, including the questions and clarifications raised by the prospective bidders before and during the previous conference. The agenda for this previous conference are the following: a brief presentation, explanation, discussion by to be discussed by the planning engineers, the review of the requirements of bidding documents be discussed by Engineer Tomas Sibayan, the review of documents to be submitted by the bidders to, and the explanation of criteria and procedure for eligibility check, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award to be discussed by Ma'am Raven, and the questions, comments from the bidders, the other matters to be discussed by Engineer Manu Lunes, and the last one is the summary by the BAC Chairman of proceedings, including the supplemental bids bulletin to be issued. Okay, let's now proceed in the first agenda. We will now start the discussion.
Good morning, everyone. I will discuss the project for 2024. 24 AE001, Preventive Maintenance, Primary Roads, Manila North Road, kilometer 278 plus 830 to kilometer 279 plus 507. With an appropriation of 13,172,000, ABC of 12,908,427 and 8 cents. With a calendar day of 53 days and length of road 1.36 lane kilometer. These are the location of the project, the start of the project, and end of the project. The straight line diagram, yung gagawin po is asphalt in widening po. Total length of 680 linear meter. Calendar days computation. Asphalt overlay, 53 days or 1.77 months. The scope of work, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay widening 3.35 meters per lane with a thickness of 0.1 meter for layer 1.5 meters for layer 2.5 meters with a length of 680 meters each lane for lane 1 and lane 4. The minimum equipment requirement, 1 dump truck, asphalt paver, pneumatic tire roller, tandem steel roller, water truck or pump, applicator machine, kneading machine, and cargo truck service truck. The items, provision of field office for engineer, project billboard signboard DPWH, project billboard or signboard COA, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization or demobilization, emulsified asphalt with 6,378.40 square meter, bituminous seal coat RC Catbangen asphalt 1.57 ton, bituminous concrete surface wearing course hot laid 50 mm with 9,112 square meter and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white 286.30 square meters.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Di ba pagdating kami ng mga Tiger's Eye, saan hindi eh? Nakipag-connect kay dun.
Solar studs.
Yung solar studs.
Oo, bumili ng di ba? Kung asphalting eh, tatakpan yun.
Meron ba?
Sa widening natin.
Sa widening, sir, yung asphalt overlay, sir.
Ganun, hindi yung sa parents eh.
Hindi, sir. Sa widening.
Okay.
Next project.
Escape ko lang.
This one.
The next project, 24 AE002, Preventive Maintenance, Primary Roads, Manila North Road, kilometer 284 to 284 plus 860, with an appropriation of 16,532,000 and ABC of 6,201 and 148.55. With a calendar days of 60 days and length of road 1.72 lane kilometer. Location of the project, start of project sa may dim supo. And end po. Bacnotan. Straight line diagram. Also widening din po ang asphalt overlay. With a total length of 860 linear meter. Calendar days. With a total calendar of 60 days or 2 months. Scope of work, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay, widening 3.35 meters per lane, thickness of 0.1 meter, layer 1, 0.5 meters, layer 2, 0.5 meters, with a length of 860 meters, each lane for lane 1 and lane 4.
Yung layer mo sa layer 2, di ba 0.05 yun o 0.5?
0.05.
0.05.
0.05. The minimum equipment requirement, dump truck, asphalt paver, pneumatic tire roller, tandem steel roller, water truck or pump, applicator machine, kneading machine, cargo truck or service truck. The quantities, provision of field office for engineer, project billboard or signboard DPWH, project billboard or signboard COA, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization or demobilization, emulsified asphalt with 8,066.8 square meter, bituminous seal coat or Catbangen asphalt, 0.6 ton, bituminous concrete surface wearing course, hot laid 50 millimeters, 11,524 square meter, and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 312.7 square meter.
So let's proceed now with the next project. So we have the contract ID 24AE0019 with the project title Construction Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage System, Construction of Flood Control Mitigation Structure along Barangay Bumbuneg, Baroro, San Gabriel, La Union, with an appropriation of 85,982,000 and the project duration of 300 calendar days, incorporating holidays, Sundays, and rainy days. So you have here the project locations. We have already here an existing structure, and then we're going to continue that structure with our proposed project. So we have here the plan of the proposed project starting from station 000 plus 720 to station 000 plus 241.06 with a total length of 478.94 linear meter concrete die. So we have here, we are facing here downstream, going to this point. So we have here the plan. So we have the earth section. We have here a Z-type sheet pile. So we're going to use Z-type sheet pile with 6 meter length. A capping beam 0.5 by 0.5 in dimension. We have the concrete works slant which is 1 meter. We have the grouted riprap. And then with a slope of 1:1.5 and a cement plaster finish 50 mm thick. And we also have here the structural excavation. Then the embankment. Then our dike crest is at 29.92 meter elevation. So So we have here now the final program of works. For Part A, for facilities for the engineers, we have the provision of field office for the engineers, which is rental basis. We also have here for other general requirements, we have the billboards for both DPWH and COA, for occupational safety and health, and then we also have here mobilization and demobilization. Then for reinforced concrete, we have the structural concrete, 3000 PSI Class A, 28 days. We also have here the reinforcing steel, the form, grade 40, and formworks and false works. For finishing and other civil works, we have the cement plaster finish, which was mentioned a while ago, 50 millimeter thick. Then for earthwork, we have clearing and grabbing, structural excavation, common soil, embankment from roadway structure excavation, and then we also have here embankment from Boro. Then for bank slope protection works, we have here the grouted riprap, which is class A, and we have here the structural sheet piles, both furnished and driven.
Meron ano doon, mangrove.
Wala po, sir.
Madali tayo pag meron. Yung ano, right of way. Maganda mo yung mga
San Gabriel? Sa Bumbuneg po, sir. Yung Bumbuneg Bridge. Gira, maliit kasi masyado. Saan dito yung bridge? Hindi ko ma-distinguish. Ah, oo. Dito ata na portion. Dito. Dito po ata na portion yung bridge ng Bumbuneg Bridge po. Kasi ito na po yung kalsadang pababa. Sa may after ng Bumbuneg Bridge. Thank you.
Good morning again to everyone. Today, for the next project, we will discuss the project with the contract ID 24AE 0020 entitled Construction Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems. Construction of Flood Control Mitigation Structure along Barangay Guinabang, Barangay Calautit, Maragayap River, Bacnotan, La Union. For the project information, we have here the following. It is located at Bacnotan, La Union with an appropriation of 85,982,000 and an ABC of 84,262,360 pesos. It has a project duration of 311 calendar days with a target length of 500.5 linear meter dike and revetment. So we have really scope of works, which is completion of 500.5 linear meter of dike and revetment. For the programs of work, we have here the references and attachments as follows. We have here the construction material price data, CMPD second quarter CY 2023, latest equipment cost computation of project duration based from the DO71 series of 2013, canvas prices, hauling cost analysis, updated labor costs, National Expenditure Program NEP 2024, and elevation map showing you the quarry resources. So for the items of work, we have here the following items, which is subdivided into six. First would be Part A, facilities of for the engineer, including the provision of field office of the engineer rental basis. For Part B, other general requirements, it includes the following B.51 or the project billboard signboard for both DPWH and COA, occupational safety, health, mobilization, and demobilization. For the finishing and other civil works, we have with the cement plaster finish. And for the reinforced concrete, we have structural concrete, reinforcing steel, and the formworks and post works. For earthworks, we have here the clearing and grubbing, structural excavation, common soil embankment from roadway or structure excavation, embankment from barrow. And lastly, for the bank and slope protection works, we have here the grounded riprap, Class A structural sheet piles for furnished and driven. And for all of those items we indicated are the quantities po as follows. So for the plan, we have here the plan po. The project will start at the station 0 plus 219.5 and it will end at the station 0 plus 720 po. So for the typical cross-section, we have here the following data po, of which the mentioned items of works are indicated on each of the cross-section presented in the plans. So for the perspective po, ito po yung magiging itsura ng ating structure. And these are the actual site conditions of the said project. Di ubing ijay sa And that will be all. Thank you po.
Buti mo to. Maglalag na eh. Hey. Isa na yun sa akin. Uy, Bes, nasa na yun sa akin.
Yung price doon sa White Luminos, every week nag-increase ang fuel. Affected ba?
Yes po.
Pinapalitan po namin sila every week po.
Meron po. The last pre-bid for today have a contract ID of 24AE0035, Basic Infrastructure Program BIP, Construction Completion of MPB, COM Building Covered Court, DIMSU MLUC, Barangay Catbangen, City of San Fernando, La Union, with appropriation of 3 million and an ABC of 2,969,999.96 na calendar days of 147. Included na rin po ang rainy days and Sundays. References and attachments, CMPD, second quarter, CY 2022, equipment cost based from the 26th edition of Accelerate, computation of estimated project duration based from DO 159 series of 2015, canvas price of materials, hauling cost analysis of materials, updated labor cost as of June 2023, National Expenditure Program 2023, and the location map showing the quarry sources. This is the minimum equipment requirement which are one bagger mixer, concrete vibrator, and bar cutter only, since only finishes will be constructed. This is the floor plan for the COM multipurpose covered court. The scope of works are as follows. First is the application of 19 floor hardener and rubberized rubberized paint. Repaint of structural steel on covered court. Finishes on covered court such as the repaint of masonry walls, bleachers and stage. Installation of PVC ceiling on metal frame on the stage portion dito po. and the installation of fiberglass ring board with ring both sides. Beside the covered court is the proposed comfort room. So we will have the complete finishes including septic tank and water sources. The specific scope of works are as follows. First is the project billboard both for COA and DPWH, occupational safety and health. For earthworks, we have the structure excavation embankment from roadway or structure excavation, common soil, embankment from Baroro and gravel field. For the reinforced concrete, we have the structural concrete 3000 PSI Class A at 28 days, reinforcing steel deformed grade 40, formworks and false works. And for the finishing and other civil works, the plumbing works, the ceiling and metal frame, fiber cement board and pre-painted metal panel, fascia board, carpentry and joinery works, moldings, finishing hardware, aluminum frame glass door swing type, aluminum glass window owning and fixed, fabricated metal roofing accessory, gauge 26 or 0.551 mm, which is the flashing, the gutter, which is gauge 24 or na thickness of 0.701 millimeter, pre-painted metal sheet, rib type long span above 0.427 mm thick, glazed tiles and trims, unglazed tiles, cement plaster finish, floor finishes, cement plaster finish, painting works both for concrete and steel, PVC doors and frame, CHB 100 mm and 150 mm, structural steel trusses and purlins, and the electrical, which includes conduits, boxes and fittings, wires and wiring devices, panel board with main and branch breakers, and lighting fixtures. This is the actual site condition or the geotag photos for the COM building. This will be the proposed perspective. That would be all. Thank you. Okay na. Hindi po sir, sa mismong DIMSU po.
Our next agenda will be the review of the requirements of PDC to be discussed by Engineer Thomas Siban.
For contract ID 24AE001, preventive maintenance primary roads, Manila North Road, kilometer 278 plus 830 to kilometer 279 plus 507. Location San Juan La Union, source of fund, NEP FY 2024. With a bid docs fee of 25,000 pesos only. Advertisement of invitation to bid is from September 19 to September 25. Issuance of bidding documents September 19 to October 10. Pre-bid conference September 28 and receipt and opening of bids October 10. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. Size range small B. License category C and D. Largest single project less than or equal to 15 million. Allowable range up to 30 million. Category of work RCA. Minimum work experience requirements for key personnel. One project manager with a minimum of 2 years work experience. One project engineer with a minimum of 2 years work experience. One materials engineer with a DPWH materials engineer accreditation. One construction foreman with a minimum of 2 years work experience. For the major equipment, these are the following. One dump truck, one asphalt paver, one pneumatic tire roller, one tandem steel roller, one water truck or pump, one applicator machine, one kneading machine, one cargo truck or service truck, and one cutting outfit. For 24 AE002, preventive maintenance, primary roads, Manila North Road, kilometer 284 to 284 plus 860. with a source of fund of NEP FY 2024, ABC as advertised 16,201,148 and 55 centavos with AP jobs fee of 25,000. Advertisement of invitation to bid is from September 19 to September 25, 2023. Issuance of bidding documents is from September 19 to October 10, 2023. Pre-bid conference is September 28, and receipt and opening of bids is October 10, 2023. The required pickup license for this contract is as follows. Size range is small B, license category CND, largest single project less than or equal to 15 million, allowable range up to 30 million. Category of work, RCA, roads, construction, asphalt. Minimum work experience requirements, one project manager with a minimum of 2 years experience, one project engineer with a minimum of 2 years experience, one materials engineer with a DPWH materials engineer accreditation, one construction foreman with a 2 years experience, minimum of 2 years work experience. These are the major equipment requirements for the following. One dump truck, one asphalt paver, one pneumatic tar roller, one tandem steel roller, one water truck, one applicator machine, one knitting machine, one cargo truck or service truck. For 24 AE 0019, construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of flood control mitigation structure along Barangay Bumbuneg, San Gabriel, La Union, with a bid docs fee of 50,000. Advertisement of invitation to bid is from September 19 to September 25, 2023. Issuance of bidding of documents is from September 19 to October 10. Pre-bid conference is September 28 and receipt and opening of bids is on October 10, 2023. The required pickup license is as follows. Size range medium A, license category B, largest single project above 15 million up to 75 million, allowable range up to 150 million. For the category of work, FCBPS, flood control construction bank protection structure. For minimum work experience requirements for key personnel, one project manager with a minimum of 2 years work experience, one project engineer with a minimum of 2 years work experience, one materials engineer with a DPWH materials engineer accreditation, one construction foreman with a minimum of 2 years work experience. These are the minimum major equipment requirements. One backhoe, one dump truck, one vibro hammer, one water truck, one bagger mixer, one concrete vibrator, one cargo truck service truck, one dump truck, one low bed trailer truck, one bar cutter, one bar bender, one payloader, one bulldozer, one motorized load grader, one vibratory roller, and one genset. For contract ID 24AE0020, construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of flood control mitigation structure along Barangay Guinabang, Barangay Calautit, Maragayap River, Bacnotan, La Union. With a BDOX fee of 50,000 pesos. Advertisement of invitation to bid is from September 19 to September 25. Issuance of bidding documents is from September 19 to October 10. Bid conference is on September 28 and receipt and opening of bids is on October 10, 2022. The required pickup license is as follows. Size range medium A, license category B, largest single project above 15 million up to 75 million, allowable range up to 150 million. Category of work, FCBPS. Minimum work experience, one project manager with a minimum of 2 years experience, one project engineer with a minimum of 2 years work experience, one materials engineer with a DPWH materials engineer accreditation, one construction foreman with a 2 years work experience. These are the minimum major equipment requirements. One backhoe, two dump trucks, one vibro hammer, one water truck, one bagger mixer, one concrete vibrator, one cargo truck, one dump truck, one loaded trailer truck, one bar cutter, one bar bender, one payloader, one bulldozer, one motorized road grader, and one vibration rail wheel. For 24 AE 0035, construction of multi-purpose building, covered court names to MLUC, Barangay Catbangen, City of San Fernando, La Union, with an ABC of 2,970,000, with a bid box fee of 5,000 pesos. Advertisement of invitation to bid, September 19 to September 25. Issuance of bidding documents, September 15, 19 to October 10. Pre-bid conference, September 28, and receipt and opening of bids, October 10. The required pickup license are the following: size range small B, license category C and D, largest single project less than or equal to 15 million, allowable range up to 30 million. Category of work BICWO PLC. Minimum work experience, one project manager with a minimum of 2 years work experience, one project engineer with a minimum of 2 years work experience, one materials engineer with DPW material engineer accreditation, one construction foreman with 2 years work experience, and these are the minimum major equipment requirements. One bagger mixer, one concrete vibrator, and one bar cutter. That's all.
For our next agenda will be the review of documents to be submitted by the bidders, the explanation, criteria, and procedure for the feasibility check, detailed evaluation of bids, post qualification, and award to be discussed by Ma'am Reven.
For the documents to be submitted by the bidders, bid submission may be done manually or electronically. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in BDS ITD Plus 21 and DO number 87, series of 2022. All electronic bids must be sent to the email address dpwh.launion1@yahoo.com. Each bidder shall submit one original copy of the first and second components of its bid. The submission of bids through online submission to the given website or any other electronic means, the bidder shall submit an electronic copy of its bid, which must be signed digitally. An electronic copy that cannot be opened or is corrupted shall be considered non-responsive and thus automatically disqualified. For a checklist of technical and financial documents, technical proposal, valid field of registration certificate in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. For technical documents, statement of prospective bidders of all its ongoing government and private contracts. Statement of the bidder's single largest component completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation for net financial contracting capacity, and for financial proposal, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, and other documentary requirements under RA number 9184. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating cash flow by quarter. For the criteria and procedure of the detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and awarding. The financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections or computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. For the, for the bid evaluation, completeness, no price in required item equals non-complying, indicating a zero or a dash is equal to free to the government utilities. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words prevail. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total versus actual sum of component items to actual revenues. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in DOQ latter to release. For post-qualification, verification of legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, non-inclusion, and draft list. For technical requirements, SLCC similar to the contract. Key personnel, qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. For financial requirements, audited financial statements, especially current assets and liabilities. Up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted, under ongoing and awarded contracts. Updated LFCC versus APs. Notes on the personnel and equipment requirements of the project. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. Second, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding.
For the next agenda, the questions and comments from the readers, since no interested readers attended in this previous conference, no questions. For the next agenda, the other matters to be discussed by Engineer Florence Vigo.
Good morning, everyone. For our QAS requirements, first, the accreditation of the contractor's materials engineer assigned to the project should be valid during the project duration. Second, as per DO 138 series of 2015, the contractor should have the field testing equipment and apparatus to be used during the construction activities. Third, the contractor's materials engineer should prepare and submit the quality control program or QCP to this office once they are issued with notice to commence or the NTP. And this is to be reviewed and checked by the DPWH materials engineer. Fourth, all construction materials that are listed with minimum test requirements that are to be used in the project should be subjected to testing or to be issued with engineer certificate, whichever is specified based on Volume 2 and Department Order 49 Series of 2021, the Volume 3 of our Department Blue Book. Last but not the least, testing of materials is required to check its compliance to standards and specification before incorporation into work. Thank you.
The additional information will be taken up by Engineer General L.A. Garcia.
For other requirements, for the laboratory equipment, please refer to DO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum material testing equipment and DO 127 series of 2018 strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post qualification bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH and also Department Order number 90 series of 2002 book binding and paging of pre-qualification and bid documents.
For the last agenda is the summary by the Bacnotan, the proceedings, including the supplemental bid duties that were issued.
If there are no more things or requirements to be discussed, this privy conference is now adjourned.